Welcome to Mystic Tales Archive. Joymoti. Long before Assam became a part of modern India, the Ahom Kingdom stood as one of the most powerful kingdoms in the northeast. By the late 17th century, the kingdom was no longer united. The royal court had become a place of conspiracies, rivalries, and betrayals. Powerful nobles fought for influence, and every prince with royal blood became a potential threat to those in power. In 1679, after the death of King Supaatphaa, a 14-year-old prince named Sulikfa was placed on the throne. Because of his young age, he came to be known as the Lora Roja, the boy king. Although Sulikfa wore the crown, he was not the true ruler. The real authority rested with Lalukhula Borfukan, one of the most ambitious and ruthless nobles in the kingdom. Lalukhula understood that the greatest danger to his power came from the many princes of the Ahom royal family. According to the Ahom tradition, only a prince who was physically perfect could become king. Lalukhula turned this tradition into a weapon. Instead of killing every rival prince, he ordered soldiers to capture them and mutilate them. Some princes had their ears cut off, others lost fingers, while many who resisted were executed. Within a short time, fear spread across the kingdom. Every royal prince knew that his life was in danger. Among those who escaped was Gadapani, the courageous prince who belonged to the Tungkhumya branch of the Ahom royal family. Many nobles believed Gadapani possessed the qualities needed to become a great king. This made him one of the Lalukhula's biggest threats. The moment Gadapani learned about the king's orders, he fled the royal court. He abandoned the comfort of the palace and disappeared into the forest, hills, and remote villages of Assam. His life became one of constant movement. Every day he had to change his hiding place, never staying in one village long enough for the king's spies to find him. On one side, Gadapani was running for his life, and on other, Jaymoti, his wife, was waiting for the inevitable arrival of royal soldiers sent to capture her. Joymoti was born into the noble Mesagor family. From childhood, she had been admired for her intelligence, wisdom, and quiet strength. Unlike many women of royal households who lived comfortably within palace walls, Joymoti possessed remarkable courage. She understood politics, recognized the growing dangers surrounding the kingdom, and realized that Gadapani's survival was about much more than their own family. She believed that if Gadapani lived, Ahom Kingdom still had hope. One evening, as news arrived that royal soldiers were searching nearby villages, Joymoti urged her husband to leave immediately. She asked him not to think of her or their children. Instead, she reminded him of his duty to the kingdom. Leaving behind the people he loved most was perhaps the hardest decision Gadapani ever made. But, trusting Joymoti's judgment, he disappeared deeper into the wilderness. Not long afterward, the king's soldiers arrived. They searched every corner of the village before finally arresting Jaymoti. She was taken before the royal officials. Their demand was simple: tell us where Gadapani is hiding. Jaymoti remained silent. The officials first tried persuasion. They promised her safety if she cooperated. Their patience quickly turned into anger. She was tied up and beaten. Again they asked, where is Gadapani? Again she remained silent. The torture continued day after day. Hot boiling water was splashed on her. Glowing hot iron was pressed against her skin, and she was beaten with leaves that caused intense itching. Every morning brought the same question. Every evening ended with the same silence. As the days passed, her body became weaker. She was denied proper food and water. Her injuries worsened. Yet, even in unbearable pain, she refused to betray Gadapani. Far away, hidden among forests and loyal villagers, Gadapani received news of his wife's capture. Some legends say he secretly came close enough to see her suffering from a distance, while disguised, but his supporters prevented him from surrendering. On the 14th day, Joymoti's exhausted body finally gave way. She died without revealing her husband's whereabouts. The soldiers had broken her body, but they failed to break her spirit. News of Joymoti's death spread across the Ahom Kingdom. People were shocked not only by her sacrifice but also by the cruelty of the rulers. The kingdom that had once inspired loyalty was now ruled through fear. Many nobles who had remained silent began to oppose Lalo Hula openly. The boy king's authority weakened with every passing day. Gadapani and his army attacked the Ahom Kingdom, successfully deposing the puppet boy king Sulikfa. In 1681, Gadapani was crowned as King Gadadhar Singha. His reign marked the beginning of a new era for the Ahom Kingdom. He restored stability, strengthened the administration, and rebuilt confidence among the people after years of fear and political violence. In 1935, when Jyoti Prasad Agarwala made Jaymoti, the first Assamese feature film, he chose her story because it symbolized not only the bravery of one woman, but also the spirit of Assam itself. Even today, Joymoti is remembered not as someone who wielded power, but as someone who gave up everything so that justice could survive. A woman whose silence changed the destiny of a kingdom. Thank you for listening to Mystic Tales Archive and subscribe to discover more stories of our forgotten culture.